say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give it something to talk about. Something to talk. Let's give it something to talk about. Yeah. Something to talk.
Hello, welcome back. And of course, it's the Secret Lives of Adults. My name is Kojo Yankson.
Mine is Animwaa, Addo.
Big thanks to Comfort Productions for every single one of these episodes we've done in season 2. And of course, big thanks to Oak Plaza Hotels and Suites in Accra and Kumasi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Black
like
ID?
This? Yes. Black ID made this. If you like it, go look them up on social media. They'll hook you up.
All right. So, Kojo, I was thinking today we're talking about the most annoying thing about each other. So the sexes.
As in, yes, what men find most annoying about women.
Yes.
And what women find most annoying about
And I
men.
think I'm on the men's side today.
How can you be on the men's side?
Because of the thing that I think women do that is so annoying, which is how no matter how big the bed is, she always ends up on your side, and most of the time you're practically falling off the bed.
Why?
Yeah.
It is deeply irritating.
Is it?
Look, it's a temperature issue. It's a temperature issue. Look, the thing that makes men fall asleep is being at the right temperature, so, which means cooler than the room. Right? That's why men like to sleep with the fan on or the AC on and all of that. And the thing about the bed is that the less, like the emptier the space, the cooler it is. So that's why a man wants to have his side of the bed, right? Because the area is cool and he can fall asleep. But you people too, you want to come and hug that same. The bed is massive.
Yeah. No matter how big it is.
The corner that I'm in, that's
Where
the
you
same
are.
place you want to come.
We'll find
Why?
you. I think it's a love language.
Bloody hell.
I think it's our way of saying we love you and we feel safe and we don't want to be on our side. Like, why do we have to be independent when we are sleeping? Why can't we be in your armpit? Or even if not in your armpits necessarily, because I sleep very independently, so I'll roll over and sleep anyways. But there must be a part of my anatomy that is touching a part of your anatomy for the sleeping to happen.
So this has to be said, that the things that annoy men about women are half cute, half annoying.
Okay.
All right, there's a balance. These things are not like utterly irritating, not all of them anyway. They are half adorable, half annoying. Like it's a bit stressful to have to handle it. But it's also a bit cute to see just how close she wants to be to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll get inside my t-shirt and bring her head out, and put her hands through the sleeves just so that we can be wearing the same.
I do that to my children when they fight. They wear the same t-shirt.
So it's adorable, but it's also a lot. I mean, it's nice in small doses, but every day it can get a bit much. Plus, the truth is that we do need a bit of air to fall asleep. So maybe let us sleep,
And
then come and hold us. In our sleep, subconsciously we will hold you back, we'll grab you, we'll do it. But we are asleep, we're not trying to sleep. So we've overcome that hurdle, so we are in a better place to, share warmth.
Do men like to be cuddled?
It depends.
On the guy?
It depends. No, it depends on the time.
Okay.
I think at certain times every man would like a cuddle. Like at certain times it's nice. Sometimes when I see my girl like just sitting in the sofa, I want to come and lie, put my head on her lap, at certain times. But it's not all the time.
So you know how you guys can fall asleep, like you're sleeping and you've turned in a certain way and we kind of like scoot behind you and hold you. Is that a thing that...
It's not bad. I mean, especially if I'm already asleep. It's cool.
Okay.
Actually, strangely, being held from behind is nicer than having to be the one to do the holding.
Yeah. I don't think men get held enough. I think
I cannot get behind that message. The brotherhood will not will not be okay with me getting behind that message.
why wouldn't they be?
We are held enough.
No, you know what I mean. I mean, most of the time when you think of a cuddle, you're thinking of a woman coming to put her head on you, and you know. But every so often, I just feel like it's just nice to kind of hold you.
Sure, why not? I mean, look, honestly, these things are mild irritations. They are not major problems or deal-breaking, relationship-ending things. They're just little things that make us go like, right?
And then you move on.
But we will live
Question.
with it. Yes.
Why do you guys like playing with your balls?
That's another thing you get.
I don't. And then when you finish, you're coming to touch people's faces and things.
But it's my balls. Like, how unhealthy
It's
is
your balls,
You
my
gargle
face.
them, for God's sake.
When you had baths.
Not always. Sometimes you genuinely don't care the washed status.
I don't know who doesn't care about the wash status. But anyway, what is it with the holding of the balls?
They are mine.
So,
look, I'm trying to think of what is going through a man's mind while he's, sitting in the sofa, like grabbing his balls. What is he
I don't
thinking?
think he's thinking
No,
about anything.
there's no particular thought process behind it. It's just a naturally comforting situation to hold on to or guard the most vulnerable part of your external body, right? It is the most vulnerable, most susceptible to attack part of your
From
body.
whom?
These things are not, it's not about the imminence of the attack.
It's about the what?
the general possibility of it.
It's not about the imminence of the attack.
Something could fall on it, or
Something could-
accidentally someone could nudge you. Like, these things are possible. So you are just protecting them. Plus, it does feel comforting.
Okay.
To just generally have them somewhere near your hands. You're not doing anything to them. You're not like possessing them or anything. They're just
Resting. I
they're
see.
there.
Okay, I give up.
Should I give you one of
Yes.
the things that we don't like? Why? Why in the
Do you
name
have
of
to be
God?
dramatic?
Why in the name of all that is righteous on this earth? All right, drama over. This is what I'm asking about. Look, if I'm ordering food, why do you have to say, no, I don't want anything? And then as soon as my food comes, you are eating it with me.
You see, but that's not actually exclusive to no, I don't want anything. Because if you order food, and I order food, and the two foods are in front of us, I
You
will
still,
take
what is
yours.
that?
Bro, it's a love language.
You dear, so that's your answer to
It's
everything.
quality
It's a
control.
love
We
language.
want to make sure that what you are eating is quality. It's not gonna hurt you. It doesn't taste funny. And
But-
once you are eating something, haven't you noticed? Is if you are eating something, we have to eat. If you are drinking something, we have to drink. Whatever it is that you
Help
are
me
doing.
understand the quality control aspect here. The thing I'm already eating it too.
I think that's just a joke.
Okay,
Quality
alright.
control is just a joke. I don't know what it is, but it's like this innate. It's almost reflex. But if you are coming to eat mine, I'll complain.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I
And you
have
know
to.
the funny thing. Look, do you people know that men, because
Do you
of-
know? Wait. Do you know that if we order the exact same thing,
you will still do it?
We'll still eat some from your plate. I don't.
Look, do
I
you know
cannot
that-
say I understand.
Do you know that men, we generally we see food as fuel, right? And not just fuel because we need it to exist, but fuel for specific activity that we need to do. So, like, I need to eat so that I can survive the next 2 hours of whatever. Reading or riding my bike or whatever it is. So it's my mind has actually done a little bit of maths about how much I need to eat for whatever is up ahead, and I order that. So when I order the food, I know that this is the amount that's coming. So I know, okay, this is how much I'm about to eat. I know it will make me full. It's 7 pieces of fish on the food usually. The food has come. I've seen the 7 pieces. I know I have 7 pieces of fish to eat. Then you take one. Do you know that much as I love you, that is annoying? Especially when you have the same fish in front of you.
So take some of mine then.
Especially when I was ordering, You said, I don't want some. And then the thing came, you have to eat.
I didn't want it until
Especially when your food is in front of you.
Wow. Can we move on? I cannot explain, but I definitely understand because I do. I'm a culprit.
So while you are doing it, you are thinking what?
It's nice to have somebody to do this to.
Why must there be somebody to do this to?
Because we don't do it with everyone.
And if you say it's a love language, me, I beg to differ because you don't do it to your children.
We taste their food before we give it to them.
You don't eat their food.
Yes, but love languages to our men is different from the way we love our children.
So explain to me why
I said
the love of a man
I've already
requires you to
declared that I
deprive them
don't
of their
understand. I know it's just something that we do. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why is it that you men, when we ask you what do you eat, you say I don't know or anything?
Because as for this one, I'll give you the logical.
What is the logical answer?
Look, do you know that men really, really value the woman in their lives for very practical reasons? For
Like deciding what they will eat.
the specific things that you do to make our lives easier, right? And anything that you do, look, it's not that we can't do these things. It's not that if I don't have a girlfriend, I won't eat. Or if I don't have a girlfriend, my bed will never get dressed. Or if I don't have a girlfriend, my clothes will never get ironed. They'll get done. They'll get done. But the fact that I don't have to do them is such a wonderful and valuable thing to me. That because of you, I don't have to do this. So when you ask me, what do I want to eat? Like, I don't want to have to sit and do the practical thinking and deciding of this is what I want to eat. It will take this much to make it or buy it or whatever. Like, I don't want to have to do it.
We should do it.
It is so nice that you are there to do it for
You
me.
know what kills me about it? Is those who do the Pro Max version. So what do you want to eat? Oh, anything, you decide. Okay. Alright, so I made yam and contour. Nah, I don't want it.
Do guys do that?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, so there's plantain and beef. No, I don't want plantain and beef. So what do you want? Anything.
I don't think guys do that.
My husband
Actually,
used to
in
do
my-
it.
in
I know. It's
In
so
my experience, it's women who do that.
No, I mean, I've met men who do it. Like, I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it's actually easier because the list of things you don't want is always shorter than the list of things you want.
So now we're supposed to run you through.
So it's easier to go through the shorter list and tell you, oh no, this one I don't want. But
You've
this
done
one
well.
Actually, it's too much.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing that annoys us. It's a question that you ask. What
There
are
are
we?
many questions.
What are we?
What
are we?
I feel like doesn't what are you thinking annoy you more than what are
Actually,
we?
I don't mind that.
I've
I
been
don't mind
accused of-
because I sometimes ask that. I sometimes want to know what women are thinking. Well, I often want to know
What's in it?
what it is that you women are thinking. No, so I don't mind that question.
Okay.
And if I'm asked, I will tell you what I'm thinking. It's just that you will be disappointed. You will
Because
be very
it may not be
disappointed.
as deep and
It is
philosophical.
never deep. The more serious a man looks, the
less
more
likely-
randomly ridiculous the thought that's going through his head. Look, I can be sitting here staring out of the window. I look like I am literally on the verge of curing cancer. So you come and say, what you thinking? If I tell you the truth, you will be deeply disappointed.
What are you thinking?
I'm probably thinking, so if a sniper was on that roof
Yeah, I think you told me that before.
and he was trying to shoot somebody at this what angle, would it be better for him to kneel down or to stand up? Like pointless thoughts that will benefit no human on this earth. Or, so how would Superman impregnate a human woman? Like, how would it work?
And this is something you're thinking about.
Yes, I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to work it out in my head. Because if Superman sneezes and it destroys buildings, then like when he comes, it will destroy wombs.
Wow.
So how would the
okay.
woman even survive his
Coming.
orgasm to bear the fruit of the child that Like how?
I get it. No, I get it.
So yeah, I'm mulling it over. I'm thinking this is what is making my face look so serious.
The one that kills me is that what are you thinking, Charlie? Yesterday the match, there was a pass. And it should have been this and it should have been that.
But that one, Crampo, is even sensible. Me, I can
no, but
see
you are not a coach.
wisdom.
You were not there. The match is over. The people don't know you. Nobody cares.
Yeah, but then the whole idea of liking football is being brought into question. Then we shouldn't like anything we don't participate in.
I'm just saying.
Why do you like?
Thinking about it after.
Why do you like telenovelas or soap
I actually
operas
don't like
or movies? That's you.
telenovelas.
But women do. Why do they like them? Why do
And
you
then
like
further
movies?
discuss them.
Why do you like movies?
Okay. All right.
Why do you like music? You don't participate in any of these things.
Okay, so should we go back to what you originally said?
Which is
what are we?
what are we? What are we? That is a deeply irritating question.
Do you love me irritate you guys?
Not exactly. But I do wonder why the question arises over and over again. Because men feel like we do things definitively. All right? So if you are my woman,
And I must love you.
no, and I've told you, like we've done the I love yous. We've done it. I've told you I love you. Until I end the relationship.
I say I don't love you.
Until
I love you is
it's a state of it's a status we achieved. We achieved it the day I said it. And it exists until the day the relationship ends. Because if I don't love you, why am I still with you?
seriously.
As we are sitting there right now, you are inquiring. If at that moment I didn't love you, why the hell am I there? Why am I there? Why are we lying there with you in my arms watching this movie, eating popcorn? Why? Why is my hand in your panties if I don't like? Why? Why am I with you? Do you get it? Why is the question arising? When I'm here, I'm with you.
But it does arise.
Why?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh yes, it arises a lot.
Yeah.
Women ask a lot. And they find other ways to ask, ways that are ridiculous. Would you love me if I was a worm? Like, why?
Would you though?
Why? Why is this a line of inquiry?
Would you love me if I lost all my teeth?
You see, that is the equivalent of me mulling over snipers and Superman. You are asking about things that won't happen.
I could lose all my teeth.
Maybe that's a logical explanation. If I was a worm.
I mean, if I was a worm, it's a bit extreme.
But it's a...
But I don't know if it's this need of women for constant reassurance. But I do get that do I love you, the irritation. Mm-hmm. I mean, you get it. I get it from my friends talk. Everybody talks about it. It's like how, when we ask, there's this irritation. Like I do. Like if I didn't, why would I be here? And until I say I don't, I do.
Like I said it to you and I meant it. And nothing has happened since I said it. For you to be questioning whether I meant it when I said it.
So you cannot get the concept of saying it every day?
So we do say it every day. That's my point. Every time I'm leaving the room, I say it. Every time I finish sending you a text or whatever, I say. Every time we finish a phone call, I say it. I say it and say it and say it and say it, and you still ask.
Okay, anyway, so
do you know what it means? Do you know why it's annoying?
Why is it annoying?
Every time you ask, it makes us feel like every time we said it, didn't matter. You didn't hear. It made no difference to you. So we should have bothered. We shouldn't have bothered saying it. Because obviously, it didn't get through.
Why are men and women so different? Why? Why?
You're asking me.
Why would it just not have made sense if we were similar?
Yeah, so why can't you just be like us?
Why can't you just understand us though?
Because it's
easier
to understand the simpler thing than the more complicated
I really
thing.
don't get it, because sometimes the way that we think is so, like the chasm is so...
Like it doesn't make sense.
Because I don't understand why me asking you if you love me means that every time that you said it didn't mean anything.
That's really what it means. If you are asking me to tell you something I've already told you 100 times, it means you didn't hear me when I said it earlier.
No,
Otherwise, why are you asking again?
Still do.
And you know that thing, actually, it irritates me in general relationships with friends and all that. If you make me repeat myself, you are just showing me that you didn't hear when I spoke. Now, if you didn't hear, if you weren't bothered to listen when I spoke, why must I bother to speak again?
Oh, but Kojo, I love you is different though, isn't it?
I'm saying that the
I know, no, I get it. But
that idea of having to repeat myself is deeply irritating to me.
for you, I
anyway.
get it. Okay, all right.
Okay, because I mean, when you speak, I listen to you. If I'm not listening to you, because my very simple, one track mind is on something else, I will apologize because I realize that it's not good for you to be speaking and me not to be listening. So if you say something I don't hear you, I'll apologize to you. Then I'll pay attention and hear you. I won't listen to you, and then come and ask you to repeat.
So we should stop asking.
Like, know it. If maybe I've done something that has brought it into question, then it's right to question me and say, so this thing that you did, do you really love me? That one is fair because I've done something that raises questions about whether I mean it when I say I love you. That one, dear, yes, you must question it. But just randomly, while we are making love, we are making what?
Love. Okay. So why can't we ask you what are we?
Because who told you that it's our job exclusively to determine what we are?
I mean, society kind of puts it, on the man to either ask and say, will you be my girlfriend? Will you be da 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 da?
Okay.
So I guess it's like, are you saying that what are we that we are asking after the initial what are we has been established, or the initial what are we is what is annoying?
So is that another thing that you ask even after it's been established?
Oh, I think every so often, we'll just double check to make sure.
That's you. What are we tends to come up, in my experience, at a particular time in a relationship. It comes up when the woman feels that they are not what they should be. That's when the question comes up. So whenever a woman asks, what are we? What she's really trying to say is that, are we not boyfriend and girlfriend yet? Why are we not boyfriend and girlfriend yet? That's really what she's asking. Because if she asks, what are we? She doesn't want you to say, we are friends. By the time she's asking that question, she doesn't want the answer to be, we are just friends. So it's not that she doesn't know what we are.
Is that she doesn't like
She doesn't like what we are.
Okay.
That's why the question comes up. So my gripe is, say what you mean. Say what you mean. It's
Which
a valid.
is, I don't like the fact that our relationship is undefined and it's
progressing
ambiguous.
or-
So I
Yes.
would like to know which direction.
Where are we going with
going?
this? Why are we still what we were 2 years ago or 6 months ago? However long it's been since the two of you started messing with each other or whatever it is. And the question often comes up after the first sexual encounter.
Yeah, because I guess we're feeling a lot more vulnerable.
Isn't it because you believe that having sex means something has changed in the relationship?
So I think that in the beginning, maybe yes, because we've had this conversation about the value of sex and all of that. But I think in an ongoing relationship, sex and good sex makes us feel very vulnerable. There's a lot of oxytocin produced, so we're wanting to, bond and do all of that and all. Like, life is so funny. And on the flip side, the man has produced, I think, testosterone, vasopressin, whatever. So he is like, I'm done depositing the seed, I must hunt. So then there's almost, after sex, there's always like a push and pull dynamic, which it happens all the time. And so sometimes, if you're a woman who is sensitive or emotional, there's a period of recovery after sex. No matter how good it is, you need a little bit of time to stabilize your emotions, so that you're not. And I think sometimes in those moments, we're looking for a little bit of validation, a little bit of reassurance, okay, I get that your hormones are wanting you to bond and hold me tight, and my hormones are doing I want to run away thing, but I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay. And that's biological. And I think it's important that women understand that it is biological, so that when it's happening to you, you're not so overwhelmed by it. But I must tell you, Kojo, that for me, for some of the most amazing sex I have ever had, the level of vulnerability I feel afterwards is mind-blowing. Because I feel so helpless. I want to hold you, hide you, keep you in my dress, and just know that, look, I'm not going to lose you, I'm not going to lose you, I'm not going to lose you. And I guess until I understood that these are biological reactions to what has happened, then there's that.
I think there is a real need for men to understand this.
Yeah.
And understand that much as a certain process is going on in your mind, a very opposite, but equally powerful process is going on in her mind.
Why? Why must it be opposite and different? Why? Would it just not be simpler if we all just felt the way after?
I think God knew that if he didn't make things like this, life would be a little bit boring for him to be watching from up there.
Wow, so this is all like comedy relief?
Yeah. Aren't you honored to be God's entertainment?
Because I don't get it. Like, I feel it would just be so much, simpler that things will happen and we would... Anyway, what's your next thing?
You are not bringing things.
Because I can't think of any, but I'm really enjoying yours. So, yeah.
All right, let me give you another one. The ridiculous analogies and tests, like the worm one, right? But extending it a bit further. You women do this a lot.
Which one?
You bring up these weird little tests, little traps. So, an ex of mine once asked me, so could you, which of your exes do I look like the most? Like a fool. I started taking the question seriously. I was looking at her, like trying to see if there's some sex of mine.
This was your girlfriend currently?
At the time, she was my girlfriend.
Well done.
So now I'm looking at her and thinking, okay.
Your answer, Shabin, there has been none like you.
Precisely.
None before and none after.
First and
never
last
shall
your face.
your kind or your exist. Never.
Thank you. But look at me. Now
Here you
I'm
are
considering.
looking
I'm trying to
seriously.
think. Which of my exes?
Oh, honestly,
luckily for me, I tend not to like my type
all your
is
exes
hard
look different.
to define. They all look different, or they have differences, quite obvious differences. So I couldn't really pick one. So I had to say, oh, honestly, you look quite unique. And then she said, correct answer. I said, so this was a test. You weren't actually trying to find out information. And here I was engaging you.
Yeah.
Thinking you are trying to learn about your man. So
I've done it so many times. I could be going 2 hours in the opposite direction from your house and tell you that, I'm 2 minutes from your house, so I'm passing by, just to see your reaction.
What kind of tomfoolery is that?
I want to see your reaction. Is it going to be, oh, okay, sure, call me when you get here, I'll come downstairs, or come up when you get here? Or is it going to be, yeah. Then trouble has pied. I'm on my way to Akosovo.
But why has trouble pied? Why must I always want you to be at my house?
No.
Is it a failure if I don't want you there?
No, it's not even, okay, there's that. There's the simple thing of the reaction. But sometimes we just do it to test the waters and see what you're up to.
I'm up to not wanting you in my house.
No,
That's what I'm up to.
Do you get what I mean?
You think it's a sign of cheating.
I mean, sometimes I think we would be, if we're like a little bit, we could do the I'm near your house thing. Or we are nowhere near. We are far away.
Let me tell you the most extreme example of this. And I saw it in a video. So this girl says to her boyfriend, I think, if I could be any animal in the world, I would be a lioness.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
And the guy said, oh really, why? Oh, because lionesses, they hunt, they are queens of the jungle, they move with their sisters and they hunt together, but they are fiercely protective of their men and their family and their cubs and all of that, So I would love to be a lioness. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Then she asked, what about you? What would you like to be? And this guy, he's a bit short, so he's like, me, I would like to be a giraffe. Like tall. So you are already rolling your eyes.
Because the answer that you should have given is very obvious.
Don't give it away. You are rolling your eyes because already you see a problem with his answer. But I can assure you that every man who is watching this thing now has no idea what's wrong with what the guy has just said. Wow. She's mentioned an animal and given her reasons. He was giving his reason. Oh, she's got a long neck.
Don't want this relationship.
You can eat from
you don't want the relationship.
High trees and all
of that. And you don't love me.
The girl bore. That why didn't he say lion?
Duh.
Me, I want to be lioness. So what? Why don't you want to be a lion?
Exactly. You don't love me. You're looking for a way to break up with me. Hey. Or you want to be a giraffe so that you can see the other female animals in the jungle.
And you see, the guy was so confused. That, you have chosen an animal. Me to have chosen an animal. No. The girl was like, so you don't want us to date in the animal world.
Exactly. Like if we had come as animals, you would have loved somebody else. It's a very real situation.
No, but do you get how ridiculous this is?
Not at all. It makes perfect sense.
You men are terrorists.
Are we though?
Come on.
Are we though? You men are culprits.
In what way?
In every way.
As a lion, almost a giraffe. We are talking about animals. Why must the relationship continue?
It must continue to the animal, the spiritual.
And the funny thing, the guy was even saying that, look, because I know how you are, I asked you, is there like a wrong answer to this? You were like, no wrong answer.
Even that question is a problem. You should know there's some things, like you should know there's a wrong answer. And you should know that the wrong answer is anything other than a liar.
We are happy here as humans.
If I ask you that, babes, do I look fat? Then you are now coming to really analyze to see whether I've
because maybe you want to lose weight.
No. I don't need you to tell me that I need to lose weight.
Then why did you ask me?
Because I want you to jump back in like amazement at the thought that I would think that I've put on weight. Like, you're just too beautiful.
But maybe you have put on weight.
Yeah, but really? You see why you have problems?
But if you have put on weight,
you can't see because you are blinded by my beauty. That's the correct answer.
Imagine if we were really blinded by beauty and love and all that we're blinded, we can't see. Why would you trust anything we say to you? Why would you trust any decision we make?
We can see the things that you do that are correct and not correct.
But I'm blinded. Kojo. So when I make foolish mistakes, when I do stupid things, when I miss your birthday or when I forget, it's because I'm blinded.
You really don't understand.
I don't understand that I'm blinded.
Really? Yeah,
I'm blinded by your love.
It's okay. All I'm saying is that if you want peace in your life, just know the right answers. Hey. That's all.
Don't ask these questions.
Or do I look nice in this dress?
Don't come and be testing me.
The best way to answer
do I look nice? Ask me a question only when you want to know my answer.
Then
only when you don't know the answer.
You are not here to answer things we don't know. You are here to say what we want to say. Yes. I don't really know what is complicated about this.
What is wrong with this real world that we must all depart from it to come and live in your fantasy? What is wrong with the world? Like, what is wrong with it?
Okay, so be in it and let's have peace and let's see whether you have peace.
Another thing, threatening our peace.
Yes, because what are we going to
threatening our peace.
Do you know something I like to do? When like I'm in a relationship and there's been like a whole 1 week of peace. Sometimes there's no issue, there's no problem, but you have too much. Like, I must remind you every so often that I am choosing not to be a terrorist. So one day will be set aside, maybe once every 2 weeks, to terrorize you from the time you wake up to the time you sleep, just so that you know that, like, Yawa Kampai. So I must appreciate her for the days when she's calm. Because otherwise it's like you are calm, you have peace, then you start taking me for granted. For here, never. Every so often you must catch a glimpse of the cycle. Like, you must never forget.
This is like
that your life is under attack.
This is like saying that every now and then I must remind you that you made a mistake by choosing me.
I see. That's not how we see it, though.
I must remind you that you fucked up. You picked the wrong girl. I must remind you every now and then.
I must remind you that don't mess with me.
Why? Why would you want to do that?
Because maybe you'll forget and mess with me.
But what else would I do with peace except be
enjoy
calm
it?
And enjoy it.
No, sometimes we feel like too much peace It's not good.
Do you know what?
What?
You know, we joke about it, but I've realized in practice that it's true. That if you really want your woman's attention, look comfortable.
Yes. Like
Just look like you are okay. Like you know, sit in the chair
you don't have any
in
problem.
a way that suggests that you are comfortable.
No, what is worse is look happy.
Look happy. Look pleased with your lot. I mean, how dare you?
How dare you be
How
happy?
dare you
You're
be
walking up and you're laughing and
I'm in your life and you are happy. Are you mad?
I'm doing something wrong. In that case,
Hey!
we will jump for your case. Why are you happy? Why are you laughing?
So you accept that you are terrorist.
Oh, we accept it.
Jesus Christ.
There's so much joy. Look, there's nothing that gives us as much joy sometimes as just the pure look of like, why? And the power in knowing that we are like we can turn your day, one phone call, like scate. Like, hello, babe, what's wrong with you? Babe, you see the things that you do, I don't like, then we do. Then the phone will go off, then the phone has died, like 20 minutes. Nothing's happening, they pretend of the phone for 20 minutes.
Yeah, let me tell you what you are doing. Let me tell you what you are doing. What you are doing there is you are laying a red carpet from the motorway all the way to your house with the words, side chicks come this way.
Like you said.
That's what you are doing.
Like
because you are creating, look, you are creating a need for escape.
Oh, but you don't do it too much.
Oh, my friend, how much is too much?
You don't do it too much.
If the minute I come home, I put my feet up, no, you are on my neck. Why are you sitting there? Come and do this.
No,
do you
that's
know the
not
worst
what
one?
I'm talking
Do you
about.
know the worst
You
one?
can go overboard.
But
that is not what I'm talking about.
We're talking about what happens in people's lives.
No, but in this
You may
case,
not
I'm
be
not
going that
talking
far.
about this because this is actually this one you are ruining your relationship. I'm talking about when you have come to know me and love me as a very peaceful woman who is your home, your safe space, and like you are happy and comfortable. I'm just like every so often I have to remind you that the comfort can be taken away.
Okay.
It is every so often.
So what do you think that will make me do? Will it not make me find a plan B?
In
case
yes,
no. But if the comfort
you
can be taken,
be extreme.
No, why is it that you don't think there is a reaction for every action you take?
There's no reaction.
This is the problem with you women. You think that you can do whatever you like and there should be no consequence.
Yes.
There are consequences. Let me tell you the consequence of this thing. This thing that you do will make a man look for a parachute. Because what you are telling him is that this plane I'm on
What is the
can
parachute?
crash at any time.
Then he should get ready for us to jump the walls.
So I will find a parachute.
Catch
If
you.
you want to crash, I'll leave.
You're so extra.
Besides, that's what you women do anyway. Every woman has a plan B.
Oh, I don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
I really
Every woman knows exactly who they will date if their current relationship fails. They know who. You are holding your cross to prove that it's not even is it a cross?
Yeah.
You are lying.
It's not true.
Look, you all have your plan B. Every woman, no matter how much she loves her man, she knows who she would date if she wasn't with him. And that person is kept within arm's reach with the little pleasantries.
Breadcrumbing.
Yes, I mean, you won't overdo it because you know where the line is drawn. You don't want to actually cheat. You don't want to actually lead him on. But the little basic necessity, liking his post every now and then, laughing at his joke online.
But don't we do that as a means of
those-
protecting ourselves?
Thank you. So we will do the same. If you terrorize us, we'll protect ourselves.
Really?
We will do it as a means
You
of
can't
protecting
just
ourselves.
accept the terrorism with joy, laughter, and understand that, oh, this is amazing.
Even when we haven't terrorized you, you have an escape plan. But we, dear, you are terrorizing us. You don't want to have a plan B. You don't want us to have a plan B.
Bye, boo. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Hey! Okay.
Say 1,